Good afternoon, people. This is Big Boss Calvin 83. I want to address this. I'm going to talk about double standards, racial double standards. And I'm going to call out the fucking hypocrisy of so-called white America, kick 3Ks. Don't get it fucked up and don't get it twisted. So I'm going to read you this article. Then I got some other articles that I want to share with you, and I want you all to see how I can connect the dots on this. State senator who posted about Trump assassination apologizes but won't step down. Okay, what's up with that? Okay. A Missouri state senator who sparked outrage last week after she made a Facebook post about President Trump being assassinated, apologized on Sunday but refused to step down. I don't know why she's apologizing. She said what she said, and I actually stand by this fine sister. Yeah, she's a sister. She's a senator. No, I think she cute. She look good for her age. you know what I'm saying? She look cute. I like to see her feet. So, but I digress. Okay, let me continue. Quote, President Trump, I apologize to you and your family. Maria Chappelle-Nadal, an African-American Democrat, said during a press conference at a Ferguson church on Sunday, I made a mistake, and I'm owning up to it, and I'm not ever going to make a mistake like that again. She asked the media outlets to not publish the news conference location ahead of time. She asked the media outlets not to publish the news conference's location ahead of time because she said she received deference over the remarks to the Associated Press. See, I said, you know what? Let me continue before I call out this. She's getting deference, but nobody's saying shit about that. But everyone wants to go in on her for making deference. Meanwhile, mind you, these Caucasian supremacists and these fucking sellout bitch man, handkerchief head, Negro peeing coons and bedwench motherfucker idiots, black folks who hated Obama, along with these Caucasian supremacists, but Caucasian supremacists are leading the charge. When they were making deference to Barack Obama and to his wife and children, nobody says shit. But they're going to make this woman apologize for her stating her opinion. She has freedom of speech to say whatever the fuck she wants. My thing is, it's just words. Like you Caucasian folks say. Just like you fucking ignorant ass, dumb ass, handkerchief head, sellout, Negro peeing coons say. It's just words. Why is everybody getting in their fucking feelings? She can say whatever the fuck she want. Everybody else can say whatever the fuck they want. Everybody made threats and disrespectful, disparaging remarks to President Barack Obama. They disrespected the First Lady at the time, Michelle Obama, and her fucking children. Y'all didn't say shit about that, but you're gonna give this woman a hard time? Oh my goodness. So what a fucking racist ass double fucking standard. She's getting deference, but nobody's protecting her. Hold on. It's fucking bullshit. Let me continue. What the hell was I? Chappelle-Nadal made the controversial comments in a since-deleted post on Thursday, in which she wrote, I hope Trump is assassinated. I hope that motherfucker is assassinated too, as long as these other Caucasian supremacists, these racist Caucasian folks, I hope they all fucking die. I hope they all fucking get skin cancer and fucking die. I hope the bitches can't have the females, Caucasian females, can't have babies, continue to have fucking fertility problems, and continue to stupidly abort their unborn so-called white children. Continue to abort those unborn Caucasian children, those unborn Caucasian babies, and continue to kill your fucking kids, and to continue to have so-called white on white crime, Caucasian on Caucasian crime. You know, so I hope these racist motherfuckers suffer. I'm not saying all Caucasian people. I'm not saying all Caucasian folks, Caucasian people are racist. Not all Caucasian people are racist, but the 99.9% of them are. 1%ers are not. And the ones who are truly serious who are not racist it's the same that you got 1% of Caucasian people who are actually speaking out against racism, giving up their fucking privilege to fight the good fight and to eradicate Caucasian supremacy, systematic and institutional racism, and do whatever they can to destroy the system of Caucasian supremacy. They're getting deference. They're called a Negro lover, a race traitor in the Caucasian community. And a lot of times when you had good Caucasian people actually spoke out against racism and how people of color were being mistreated, and I'm speaking about black folks being mistreated in America and worldwide. Those Caucasian people, they got deference, they got harassed, they got terrorized, they got treated worse like black people. You know what I'm saying? They got hung from trees. But the Caucasian people don't want to admit that and don't want to reveal that. You had some that marched and actually did shit for us in the civil rights movement, but the Caucasian people are so fucking stupid. They don't want to acknowledge that you have a few Caucasian people who are actually against the system of Caucasian supremacy and against racist Caucasian people who are doing racist shit and doing all types of dirt. But it's that good old boy system. If you ain't down with the fucking team of hate, then you're the bad person. It is what it is. I feel you, sister. I hope Trump is assassinated too. I hope all these racist Caucasian folks are, and these fucking sellout coons, and these self-hating, sellout, color-struck, colorism mindset, other ethnic people of color who are opportunists and think they can just throw so-called black people underneath the goddamn bus and think they can join the so-called dominant, which is Caucasian folks, and thinking they're going to get accepted in so-called white society. I hope they suffer too for working with the goddamn devil. You're selling your fucking soul to the fucking devil. But I digress. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle, including Missouri Governor Eric Greitens and Lieutenant Governor Mike Parson, both Republicans, said she should resign in the wake of posts. But Chappelle-Nadal said she has no plans to do it. So why the fuck she should resign? She has her opinion. Respect her fucking opinion. Just like you Caucasian folks want everybody else to respect your fucking opinion and feelings. You got to do the same thing. It's a two-way street. Oh, I thought we live in America where everybody has constitutional rights and we all have freedom of speech and the Bill of Rights are honored for everybody, especially if you are American born. And for my ancestors to come to this country by force, and you already had black people already in North America, but they got enslaved and got entrapped by these Caucasian supremacists, put them in bondage too. Now all of a sudden, we can't say shit. I forgot. Freedom of speech is for Caucasian people only. The constitutional rights, Caucasian people are entitled to that, not people of color. I forgot about the fucking hypocrisy. Y'all don't have to be patriotic. Oh, when y'all say so-called black people aren't patriotic, it's fucking bullshit. What you're saying is, since we're not, yes, a master, yes, a boss to Caucasian supremacy, and we're not supporting the system of Caucasian supremacy, then you want to question our patriotism. When Donald Trump has done dirt, he's not patriotic. So-called black people are way more patriotic than everybody else because we built this fucking country from the ground fucking up. We have sacrificed of foreign wars. We have protected Caucasian folks, raised their goddamn children, breastfeed the fucking children, protected their fucking children, fed their children, provided for their fucking children, made this country wealthy, and these Caucasian fucking pale-skinned monkey devil crackers have made so much wealth off of our pain and struggle, but they don't want to give us no fucking credit. Fuck out of here. You fucking Caucasian supremacist, you motherfuckers make me sick. You, all y'all Caucasian folks can fucking die and burn in fucking hell. For all the fuck I care. If you can say, oh, that's mean, Calvin. Fuck that. Y'all mean too. Oh, I can't be mean back. I can't defend myself. Oh, I'm supposed to just take it and take the fucking high road when you motherfuckers continue to take the low road and still get rewarded for bad behavior. Fuck out of here. You have no room to fucking talk, bitch. Bitches. And a lot of you Caucasian folks, especially you Caucasian males, are nothing more than effeminate faggot bitches. Yeah, I said it. And I hope you continue to shoot blanks into that fucking pussy of your Caucasian female. Even when you step outside your ethnicity to fuck with women of other ethnicities, I hope you can't reproduce children. I hope your sperm is fucking dead and cannot impregnate that fucking chick. Yeah, I said it. Continue to, because you're eating the same, all that toxic food you're eating, guess what? You're eating it too, Caucasian folks. You're breathing in that same polluted air. You're drinking the same poisonous water. So you're being fucked over too. But you Caucasian folks are too stupid to fucking realize that you're being played too. You know what I'm saying? Everything's going up. You got to pay extra for taxes too. You're not getting on. Y'all got handouts, but you're getting the short end of the fucking stick. You're losing too. We're suffering too. You gotta suffer in this fucked up economy. You gotta pay more for shit too. Your food cost is going up, gas is going up, insurance is going up, property is going up. Everything's going up, but you're still being paid low. You're underpaid and overworked. But you motherfuckers don't want to stand together with everybody else and call out Caucasian supremacy and call out these fucking Jewish motherfuckers, but you give them cover. Oh, because they're so-called Jewish, because they got pale skin too, like you, so you're going to give them a fucking pass. You don't want to call out these elite Caucasians and these racist motherfucking Caucasian folks like Donald Trump and these male and female motherfuckers who are running the fucking system of Caucasian supremacy. Y'all don't want to you don't want to call them out because because you're afraid that you're not going to be accepted. Guess what? If you ain't part of that elite rich, let me say that, let me clarify. If you're not, and let me clarify and specify, if you're not part of that elite wealthy class, it don't matter what color you are. If you don't got wealth, power, and influence, and you don't own and control a motherfucking thing, but you're just privileged to have some shit, guess what? You're still a nigger too. Guess what? You are undesirable too. Guess what, Caucasian folks? Guess what? You're being played too. They're just fucking you in the ass a different way. They're raping you in a different ass way. But I digress. I know so many Caucasian folks who are fed up with the fucking system too, but they want to they want to promote, but you motherfuckers don't want to speak up, and you let these racist Caucasian folks want to promote this narrative. Only black people are fed up with the fucking system. No, there's a lot of Caucasian people who are fed up with the fucking system, and they're tired of getting fucked over too. But they don't want to. But the media don't want to show that. They just want to show black people just complaining. And a few other ethnic people of color complaining about the system. We have every right to complain about the fucking system. We pay taxes. We have the right to. We run the system. It should not be the other way around. The government is supposed to serve the fucking people, not the people serve the fucking government. But you Caucasian folks make me fucking sick. Y'all know who the fuck you are. You see that there's injustice. You see there's wrongdoing. You see people being falsely arrested, being falsely convicted, falsely accused, lied to, being fucked over, being murdered by these crooked ass cops, being murdered for the fucking military, and y'all don't say shit. Y'all being killed and fucked over too, but y'all don't want to speak out against the elite Caucasian folks because you want to be accepted by them. Because you think because you're white, just like they are, actually there's no such thing as a white person, but okay, you're pale, just like them, you can get skin cancer, just like them, and die, but the fact of the matter is, you die just like them. You think because you got the same skin tone, blonde hair, blue eyes, and green eyes, and brunette, red hair, and black hair sometimes, Y'all think because these motherfuckers have the same skin color as you that they like you. They don't like you either. You're afraid to call out the hypocrisy and the unfairness and the injustice and call out this fucking crooked ass system that's not fair to begin with. You're afraid to say shit because you don't want to look like a fucking race traitor. Guess what? Donald Trump don't give a fuck about being called a race traitor. He's already created treason. All these fucking Caucasian male and female politicians don't give a fuck about y'all calling them unpatriotic and a race traitor because y'all don't own nothing or control anything like that. Y'all just got a little privilege and that's it. While so-called black people don't have nothing but a fucking underprivileged status. But let me continue. You know what I'm reminded of is that we are all human. Chappelle-Nadal said it. And then that's the first quote. It says Sunday. The second quote. I learned my lesson. My judge and my jury is my Lord Jesus Christ. You're a damn fool. Now I lost respect for this woman because she believes in a Caucasian Jesus. This is the problem I have with you black people, especially black women. Stop worshiping Caucasian males, okay? Y'all worship Caucasian males. You worship that white Jesus. You are supporting Caucasian supremacy by assimilating and going to the fucking church. See, I seen the sister, the Missouri State Senator. She ain't bad looking. She a little overweight. She a little chubby. I could handle that. You know what I'm saying? I hope her feet are nice, but you know what I'm saying? I seen this sister. I seen pictures of her, and she got a natural fro, but she still got a European mindset, and that's what's fucking frustrating of me trying to find a sister who's conscious and awake and actually woke to the bullshit and would say enough is enough. I ain't supporting Caucasian supremacy. I will not participate and spend my money on these pagan ass days. I will not these pagan ass holidays. I will not participate in these Caucasian traditions. I would not be part of European society, but y'all women will conform. I will control my dollar. I will buy only black. I will support black, and I will promote my business. So promote these black-owned businesses so we can get money and we can take care of one another. No, y'all Negroes don't do that, especially sisters. When a brother's trying to do something like that, you want them to be hardcore militant. But at the same time, you sisters ain't militant. You talk or get gang, but you ain't about that life. And that's what's frustrating. You women talk about you down for the community, but they just give you a platform to say dumb shit and do ratchet shit on camera, which is stupid as hell. But the fact of the matter is, y'all still assimilate. You want to be accepted by that Caucasian female that you fucking hate so goddamn much. You still desire Caucasian males and still want to be a part, want acceptance and validation, and you want that Caucasian male to treat you as a woman. He don't see you as a fucking woman. He sees you as a side chick, as a fucking bitch. He don't see you as a fucking lady. He's not going to choose a Caucasian female over your dumb ass. I'm not trying to say so-called black women are fucking stupid, but a lot of y'all make stupid-ass decisions, especially of who you lay down with. But you know what? I have spoken on that many times, and I have gotten my channel flagged because I pointed this out. But y'all sisters don't like the fucking truth. And all you swirling sisters, and all you sisters that promote swirling with Caucasian males, y'all fucking idiots, because these Caucasian males don't respect y'all as a human being. They don't see you as a fucking woman. They don't value you like as a fucking lady. They don't respect your sons. They don't respect your brothers. They don't respect your mothers and grandmothers and grandfathers. They don't respect your people, but you want to lay up with them, motherfucker. How dumb is that? I'm not saying I'm against interethnic. I'm not saying I'm against interethnic dating. Interracial dating, y'all call it. What I'm saying is, if you're going to date a Caucasian, if you're male or female, if you're a person of color, male or female, and these other ethnic groups of color, y'all can chime in on what I'm saying. Pay attention. You brown people, pay attention. If you're going to date a Caucasian person, right, you a man of color or a woman of color, if they ain't about ending racism, if they're not doing their part to end Caucasian supremacy and call out racism, call out racist double standards, call out hypocrisy, call out these other Caucasian people who are unpatriotic, who are not loyal to no damn body, who do not respect humanity, You do not respect humanity. If they're not using their privilege to stop racism and end it and destroy the system of Caucasian supremacy, don't fuck with them. Leave their ass alone. If they don't want to be seen with you in public, that's a red fucking flag. If they don't want to, all they just want to do is fuck you, and that's it. But they don't want to be seen in public with you. They don't want to bring you home to their fucking family and friends. If they do bring you home to their family and friends, if one of your friends make a racist comment and that Caucasian person, male or female, does not check them at the fucking door, don't fuck with them. If their family makes racist jokes in your presence and insults you and treats you like less than human, and that Caucasian male and female that you're fucking dating or you're fucking in a relationship with, ain't saying shit, ain't doing shit to protect you, and ain't calling out racism when you are victims of discrimination, ain't calling out racial profiling and institutional racism, if they're not defending you and defending your people, don't fuck with them. That's all I'm saying. Okay, let me see. I forgot. What the hell was I? Chappelle-Nadal. She cute, but she's stupid as hell. I digress. Who joined the state senate in 2010. She said she made the post out of frustration stemming from the president's response to a deadly white nationalist rally in Charlottesville, Virginia this month, for which he said both sides were responsible, which is bullshit because black people cannot be racist. People of color cannot be racist against Caucasian folks. We cannot discriminate against Caucasians, commit hate crimes on Caucasians. We don't own and control a system of black supremacy, brown supremacy on Caucasian people where they are dependent for us for education, jobs, food, and property, and safety, and other stuff. Okay? So when you don't own, if you're a group of people who's been subjugated for 100 years, nobody has ever subjugated Caucasian people, except the Arabs way back then. We have never enslaved Caucasian people. We have never created Jim Crow laws against Caucasian people. Caucasian people were never victims of lynching, never been being lynched and killed and brutally murdered and bodies mutilated for looking at a woman of color. Caucasian males have never been lynched. Caucasian females have never been lynched for fucking with a person of color. Or a person of color has never lied on a Caucasian person where the Caucasian person lost their fucking life and their families and friends and communities and towns got burnt the fuck down and they lost their fucking lives. We can't lie on Caucasian people and get away with it. We can't harm and hurt children and murder children and rape women and rape men and get away with it. We cannot force somebody to work free slave labor and build up a fucking nation and we profit off of their pain and suffering and struggles and free labor. People of color have never done that to Caucasian people. We have never fed Caucasian babies to fucking alligators. We have never burnt people alive. We never castrated, branded people, whipped them to death until they fucking bled, and we have never lynched them, like I said, and we have never brutally killed them and cut their stomach and cut a Caucasian female's stomach open and rip out her unborn baby and stomp it to death. We have never committed all this inhumane acts of hate, maim and murder, and commit genocide and created tactics on how to inflict genocide on Caucasian people as people of color. So we cannot be racist. So there's just only one side, only one race, only one side can be racist. The other side can't. They can only react to it and respond and clap back and stand up and combat racism and hope it will stop. But we can't stop it. Only Caucasian people can stop it and end it all the way. That's what I'm saying. Chappelle-Nadal says she was questioned by the U.S. Secret Service, which said it was looking into her accounts. She later told the Associated Press that the Secret Service know that she had no intentions of hurting anyone or trying to get other people to hurt anyone at all. This is when I'm going to move on to the next. I'm going to show you some bullshit, okay? My thing is with this bullshit is that sister got a raw deal. And the fact of the matter is that Caucasian people mainly, have made death threats to the Obamas, made death threats to President Barack Obama after he has pandered to Caucasian people. They have made death threats to his wife and children, insulted their wife and children, disrespected President Obama, and insulted him too, terrorized that family at the time because they had a problem with a so-called black president, even though Barack Obama is half Caucasian. But they want to use the one-drop rule because they don't like the fact that he's mixed and that the so-called black gene is the dominant gene over the Caucasian gene. You know what I'm saying? People have attacked President Obama, and Caucasian people have. You have some Caucasian people who have said derogatory things about Trump and called out his bullshit. But y'all don't go after those Caucasian folks. You're too afraid to because y'all need those other Caucasian people for numbers to support Caucasian supremacy. That's why you're not going to call them out. The only time you will ever single out a Caucasian person if it's like 1% that may say anti-Caucasian supremacist stuff, call out racism, and say fuck the system, Black Lives Matter, and do whatever they can to use supremacy and Caucasian supremacy and expose the ugly truth about most Caucasian people. Then y'all fucking lynched out the Caucasian person, man or woman, and child. But that's the only time. But if it's you have a mass, or you have a lot of Caucasian people do from what I've seen saying stuff about Trump, talk about how much they hate Trump, but y'all don't go after. But you Caucasian supremacists, you fake ass Caucasian Christians, you fake ass Caucasian conservatives, you fake ass dumbass bigoted good old boy, good old girl Caucasian folks. Oh, y'all don't want to go after them because you're going after your own self. You racist Caucasians, especially you call extreme Caucasian supremacists, especially the ones who associate themselves with the Klan, with the KKK, the skinheads, the neo-Nazis, and the other white nationalist groups. You see other Caucasian folks don't like Trump and saying stuff and exposing how they're fed up with the fucking system, fed up with the fucking government, calling out these corrupt politicians, calling out the corruption of the CIA, FBI, and the crooked ass cops and the fucking court system. But y'all don't want to go after them. And y'all don't want to show that because it doesn't fit your fucking narrative. You don't want to call out white on white crime because it doesn't fit your fucking narrative. You want to make black people to look bad, people of color to look like they're the savages when you are the original savages. People of color cannot be the savages. We are not savages. We're nothing like y'all. But you want to promote this narrative and lie, and what you're saying is disingenuous to begin with, that we're something that we're not. You're that way. Because you're projecting your insecurities on us and trying to make us look bad, but it's not fucking working because we got social media and my generation is not the go along to get along type of Negro. We're not going to coon for you like that. That's what I'm saying. But let me show you something because my thing is why they're asking her to resign, but you got these other Caucasian people, rather they be well-to-do or not, politicians or working other branches of authority, working the government, working politics or of elite status, saying some hateful shit towards people of color, calling out other Caucasian people who don't agree with them nigger lovers. So, but y'all don't say nothing about that. But let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, why come you're not asking this person to resign? I'll show you what I'm talking about. It is what it is right here. You could call them slaves if you want to. I will call them workers. North Carolina commissioner says that's a racist ass statement. I live in Alamance County. This is what's going on. Those who live in Alamance County, North Carolina, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. This was a few days. This was almost about a week ago. let me say this. Let me read it to you. Alamance County. An Alamance County commissioner in North Carolina referred to the slaves as workers during a meeting of a board of commissioners on Monday. During an unscheduled discussion of Confederate statues and memorials at the commissioners' meeting Monday, several commissioners stood firm in opposition of the removal of statues in communities across the country. So they support Caucasian supremacy. So they support racism. Okay, we need to vote them out of office. I'm dead ass serious. Vote these motherfuckers out of office. Okay, let me continue. Republican Commissioner Tim Sutton, a chartered member of the Sons of the Confederacy, then alluded to his family once owning slaves. As first reported in Times News. I'm not ashamed of my great-grandfather. He did what he did, he said. It's my understanding that when he died, that some of the guys on the farm, you can call them slaves if you want to, but I would call them workers. That they raised a good bit of my family. When the time came, my great-grandmother gave them land. I'm not going to be an assault on logic, an assault on history of this country and the heritage of this area and this country. Not going to do it. I'm not going to be a victim of political correctness. I'm just not going to do it. Label me all you want. Say what you will about me. So basically, he supports my ancestors being put in bondage and being subjugated, and he supports current racism happening, racial profiling and institutional racism. He supports the system of Caucasian supremacy. So that's how you could tell and spot a racist. He's a Caucasian supremacist. He just told on himself. And the fact to say, I'm like, what if someone said something, well, the Jewish people who were in the concentration camps, the Holocaust was not a big deal. Them being put in the ovens was not a good, it was a harmless act. It's just words, it didn't hurt that much. How do you know? You was never put in a goddamn oven, burn alive. Come on. If he said something about women, I bet you if he said, that's like saying to a woman, I raped you. I didn't rape you. We had sex. You was, even though I drugged you. I spiked your drink. You okay? You wanted to have sex with me. Don't call the police on me. And this is what a lot of bitch made, evil ass, misogynistic Caucasian males say to women after they rape them, and especially when they rape children. Oh, it was consensual. You're over exaggerating especially when they're sexually harassing women. See, they'll be dismissive about it. This fucking racist asshole was dismissive about the pain and suffering of people of color, of what they call Black American people. And for him to not, he doesn't feel bad because he got the better end of the stick. He got white privilege. So I expect him, of course he don't feel bad. He don't feel guilty for what his ancestors did, what his grandparents did, what his great-grandparents did, because he's reaping the benefits of Caucasian. Like I said, these Caucasian supremacists, especially these older Caucasian males, and I'll say females too, are reaping the benefits of Caucasian supremacy. And the Caucasian females have benefited from Caucasian supremacy a lot because she supported this kind of evil and hatred. Caucasian females are way more racist than Caucasian males. Nobody wants to talk about how treacherous these bitches can be. But all y'all got to do is look at the history of false accusations, raping, and the inhumane cruelty things they have done to so-called black men and children and women. Okay? especially when a brother did not want to fuck with her. All he called hell. So don't get it twisted. This racist bastard is reaping the benefits of fucking evil, and he don't want to. And I don't know. And he don't want to give the wealth, and don't want to share the wealth. He don't want to give what's owed in reparations. And I will get, and because he benefited, Caucasians, like it or not, you have benefited off the pain, suffering, blood, sweat, and tears of free labor, and us being abused and used and effed over, fucked over and disrespected and raped and pillaging, rape and pillage, lies and deceiving us and fucking other ethnic groups of color. But you have mainly hurt so-called black people. Well, what you call black people of color, you have fucked over black American people, the original man and woman and child. But you don't want to own up to it because you know what you did is wrong. But you got stolen wealth, stolen inheritances. You know you got privilege and wealth and power and influence. Where did it come from? It came from us. You stole that shit from us. Intellectual property and all that shit. But you don't want to give what's owed to us. But you have no problem giving Jews our reparations, even though America had nothing to do with the fucking Holocaust. You have no problem with giving other people, other groups of people, restitution, business loans and opportunities, grants and loans, and free education, homes, and even cars, and shit, food stamps, other handouts, and more handouts to you people, to Caucasian people, especially when y'all commit the highest theft of welfare fraud, insurance fraud, bank fraud, you name it, because y'all so damn fucking greedy. Because y'all don't want to work for nothing. You want to hand it to you, but you want to call us lazy. Well, we built this country. Well, you're the most laziest person there is. You're always stealing from people. You're always robbing and stealing and raping and murdering people to get what you want. That's your nature. Prove me wrong if you're not like that. But I digress. You're not. You are who you are, and you want to defend racism and Caucasian supremacy. President Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation in 1862 was an accepted order to change the federal legal status of more than 3 million enslaved people in designating areas of the South from slave to free, when we're not actually free, but I digress. But a slave would have to escape control of the Confederate government by running away or through federal loop advancement to become legally free. Eventually, the proclamation would reach and legally liberate all slaves, all designated slaves. The proclamation did not cover the slaves in Union areas who were freed by state action or the 13th Amendment in 1865. The Civil War ended in 1865. North Carolina rejoined the Union in 1868. A group of ACTBAC, Alamance County, Take It Back, Alamance County members attended the meeting to ask the commissioners to remove the Confederate statue in downtown Graham. And I live in that area, by the way. In his speech about the statue, ACTBAC, founder Gary Williamson said a battle is being waged like none of us ever seen. For those of us that understand and know the truths of history, we are facing an unsure future, Williamson said. It is very important that our elected leaders in the community know that the recent events that has transpired in Charlottesville not lay on the backs of our county or the great state of North Carolina. Others at the meeting also applauded the board not to remove the statue. So keep hate going, okay, keep the vision going. Remove the statue was not on the agenda for meeting, and the commissioner said taking it down was not an option. And Sutton, the racist, Tim Sutton, I think this, and Sutton, let me see, what's his name? I go back for a minute. Tim Sutton, racist bastard. Okay, I'm back. And Son said he would never support removing the statue. He likes his hate. He likes to support that evil ass legacy. That's why. But I digress. If it comes down, it goes back up to heck with the facts. He said emotions have just gone haywire. No, you got gone haywire. This person should be boycotted and he should catch hell for what he's doing. Okay? Watch a video of August 21st, Alamance County Commissioners meeting at, this is the link. But y'all should not be voting for him. Y'all should not be supporting him, and we should do a boycott. I'm keeping it real. Let me show you something else. All right, I'm going to go to my last report and then I'm done. But my thing is, how come he's not being forced to resign and step down? How come we ain't putting the pressure on him? How come he's not getting death threats? How come he and his family is not being terrorized for what he has said and done? Of supporting and keeping hate going, keeping racial division going. Caucasian people are always starting racial division. They were the first people to create division. So don't get it twisted. Us clapping back, us responding, us defending ourselves and defending our honor and defending our people and our heritage and our culture is not hate, is not division. No, but Caucasian people like to twist things and say we racist for calling out hypocrisy and them being unpatriotic and them not having no damn humanity. But they're the real hypocrites. They're the real racists. They have no humanity. They have no hearts, no love, and caring for other people, but their damn fucking selves. Hell, they kill each other over dumb shit. But nobody wants to talk about that because it doesn't fit Caucasian supremacy narrative 101. I'm right here. But this is a true bigot. This is a true extreme Caucasian supremacist. Florida mayor candidate had a message for activists who want reparations. Go back to Africa. So I'm going to play this clip until I got to wait for my page to get loaded. This is racist bastard said. Paul Congimini, candidate of mayor of St. Petersburg, Florida, tells activists in the debate their reparations were Barack Obama and go back to Africa. Hold on, let me see if I can get this video.
Mr. Neville, you and your people, you talk about reparations. The reparations that you talk about, Mr. Neville, your people already got your reparations. Your reparations came in the form of a man named Barack Obama.
Please hold your response.
My advice to you, if you don't like it here in America, planes leave every hour from Tampa Airport. Go back to Africa. Go back to Africa. Go back.
Side of the Ricks. Non-factor. See the real enemy, non-factor.
So you can see he has so much hate in his heart. And I hope this motherfucker dies in a painful death. I hope his children get raped, get attacked. If he got daughters, I hope they get raped, have acid thrown in the fucking face. Yeah, I said it. Daughters and granddaughters. And great-granddaughters. Yeah, I said it. I hope they get a fucking curse. I hope the sons, get falsely accused of something. Yeah, I said it. I hope they get fucked up. I hope they get raped in the ass too. And be a victim of unfair circumstances. Can't shoot blanks. Can't get their girlfriends. Can't get their wives pregnant to have children. And the women in his family have fertility problems, or if they do have kids, they come out fucked up, come out fucking retarded like this dumbass motherfucker right here. I hope motherfucker gets hit. I hope the motherfucker gets in an ugly ass car accident, gets run over somewhere, or somebody terrorizes, do something to him. How come he's not asked to step the fuck down? Why are you motherfuckers not voting him out? How come he's not forced to resign for that type of hate speech? For reparations coming in the form of Obama. What has Obama done for so-called black people? Every time Obama did try to do something, you Caucasian supremacists want to cry reverse racism when you know he don't have no damn power. Barack Obama being a so-called black man or woman, being in a position of so-called authority, y'all run the authority. They're serving Caucasian supremacy. The system of Caucasian supremacy runs everything. Not a brown face, not a so-called black face, not a so-called brown face, not a so-called white face. It's always Caucasian supremacy that runs the system. Congress runs the fucking government, runs the fucking presidency. Barack Obama had to answer to Caucasian bosses. Okay, that's mainly Caucasian males with the support of Caucasian females supporting Caucasian supremacy. Okay, Barack Obama has gave reparations to Jewish people when America did not do shit, had nothing to do with what the Germans did to the fucking Jews. Imagine if he would have said that to the Jews. If the Jews never got reparations. If he said something anti-Semitic and said, y'all should never got reparations. Y'all should have died in the fucking Holocaust. All y'all should have been fucking extinct. Something to that degree.
I'm back. I got interrupted. Let me say something to this racist piece of shit, Paul Kongima. Whatever the fuck his last name is. You are a racist piece of shit. You are extremely hateful. I don't understand why. I hope you do die of cancer in many forms. Prostate cancer. I hope you die of a miserable, painful ass death. And that could be in a car accident, you getting some food poison, something. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I'm saying it. I hope something happens to his children and his children's children. I hope they get raped. I hope they get terrorized. I hope this motherfucker gets all types of death threats and people be emboldened to follow through of what the fuck they're gonna say they're gonna do and follow through with them fucking death promises. Like I like to call it. What you call death threats. So actually follow through with those death threats. Yeah, I've said it. I mean, I hope his bloodline ends with his fucking children, because he does have children and grandchildren, and if they do have children, if he becomes a great grandfather or when it comes time, I hope his legacy of his DNA stops. You know, with the recent children that he has, because they're going to be racist too. So I hope that if they do have fertility problems where they can't have a kid, and if they do have a kid, they're going to come out fucked up and retarded and slow and be undesirable. So he'll know what it'll like to feel bullied and picked on, and motherfucker want to kill themselves. Barack Obama's reparations. That is, first of all, Obama has never done nothing for us as so-called black people. So what the fuck are you talking about? When y'all come up with that dumbass argument, you Caucasian supremacists come up with that dumbass argument. What the fuck are you talking about? He has pandered to you. He's pandered to your female counterpart, your Caucasian female, the feminist. He has pandered to gay Caucasian people, bisexual people, transgender, Caucasian transgender people. Okay? That's what he has pandered to, basically to the Caucasian gay community. You understand? And just out of these fake ass closet racist Caucasian liberals. He has given Barack Obama, you pressured Barack Obama to give reparations to the Native Americans. More so, you have pressured Barack Obama to give reparations to the fucking Jews. When we had nothing, America has nothing to do with the fucking Holocaust. Germany has something to do with that. Germany already gave the Jews in Germany reparations. Why do the American Jews and the Jews in Germany got to get more reparations and more money and aid got to go to Israel? But nobody's in their feelings about that. Japanese got reparations during the 90s. Koreans and Chinese, all types of Asians and Pacific Islanders. And then you got other Native Americans, and the indigenous people of Alaska getting reparations. Well, but when it comes to black people who has been here the longest, and first of all, not all African people, you call it African diaspora people of African descent, I should say people of African descent came from Africa. Actually, you had African people, indigenous what you call black people that was already here in North America and South America, but specifically in North America. You already had so-called black people roaming the globe before Caucasian people came into fucking existence. Okay? You'll follow what I'm saying? So you took those other, what you perceive to black people, you took them, the original indigenous people, because they were dark-skinned too. And they look like the people exactly from Africa, because we all came from the same starting point of the same landmass origin, but we walked the globe and roamed and migrated in other areas of the world before Caucasian people came into existence. But that motherfucker don't know that shit. You know? That means listening to that clip gets me all hot and angry at the same time. So when you enslaved black people from Africa and you already enslaved black people in North America, you get free labor out of us. You torture you're still torturing me right now with your systematic and institutional racism, racial profile, and discrimination, modern day lynchings with the fucking cops and these fucking emboldened crazy ass Caucasian supremacists looking to kill a nigger to feel good. You already infect and you already passed on your hate to these other ethnic groups of color, brown people like George Zimmerman want to gun down a child because he don't feel that the child should be in this area, like he fucking God or something. Okay, you got Korean males body slamming black women. You have cops beating up so-called black women like crazy and killing and gunning down black men and children. And killing women too in the process. Look at Sandra Bland, lynching her because she spoke truth to power. But let me stay on the subject. Barack Obama has done nothing for black people. I mean, that's like me saying, well, you have women in positions of authority. You have a lot of women CEOs, a lot of women business owners. Women are making more money than men nowadays. Women have most of the jobs, but I have never heard anybody specific. I never heard a Caucasian male say, well, you already got more rights, you got more privileges, you get handouts, so you should stop bitching about the pay gap because most of you women don't work as long as men. Y'all don't do the most difficult, challenging, dangerous jobs as men. Y'all don't want to put your lives on the line for men. That's why the work fatality for women being murdered compared to men being murdered. Men work these dangerous jobs and they die on the fucking job. Women don't. Y'all don't say that. Y'all would never say that to a woman. You never tell her when she's being sexually harassed, especially when she's provoking it by dressing like a fucking whore with her short miniskirt and showing her titties and ass out and making her look and making and even having all these even sexually and having all these sexual enhancements and enticing men left and right, but she's talking about sexual harassment because she didn't want this type of guy to look at her. That's stupid as hell, but y'all don't throw that in our fucking faces. Y'all don't criticize the gay community. You have a lot of gay people in positions of power. Y'all wouldn't say reparations for, hey, that was your justice and reparations because you already have gay people in positions of power and they're already running and controlling things just like the women, Pacific Caucasian females. I mean, if he would have said that to a Jewish person, well, you already got your reparations. You should never had reparations to begin with. You should have died in the fucking Holocaust. All you should have died in the fucking Holocaust. Y'all should stop bitching and crying about anti-Semitism. You're already getting handouts. You're already getting money and all types of aid going to Israel. So y'all should stop bitching. Oh, if someone would have said that, if somebody like myself would have said that shit, oh, I would have been death threats and I would have been black the fuck bald and fucked up. Or even dead somewhere, or in jail somewhere for hate and anti-Semitism. But that's but again, I mean, black people have built this country. Everybody else has gotten reparations. The Japanese, the Jews, and like I said, The Asians, the Mexicans have gotten some form of restitution. Our tax dollars, my tax dollars, and all these other hardworking black people's tax dollars go to all these other nations who don't give a fuck about us, who are very racist too. Like going to these European countries that support Caucasian supremacy, neo-Nazi type of bullshit. Our money goes to help these countries build these countries up, keep them wealthy and comfortable and well privileged and taken care of. All these other countries go to Asia and go to Mexico, where in India and the Middle East, where they don't even like black folks out there either, and they are suffering from being self-hatred and have a Caucasian supremacist mindset and suffering from mental illness of colorism. And they're color struck and they're opportunists. They will side with Caucasian people, kiss up to Caucasian people, and treat so-called black people like myself like shit, and treat us like we're the fucking bad guys, when Caucasian people have done dirt and has colonized, raped and pillaged, destroyed their lands, have raped women and children and men, commit inhumane acts of evil, demonic acts on them, brutally murdering them and lynching them out there. But these dumbass motherfucker Asians and Latinos and Arabs still hate black people and see us the fucking enemy. We don't paint y'all to be, but y'all are demonized. Y'all looked at as terrorists. And when it comes to Asians, y'all looked at as thugs to a degree, but I also looked at as socially undesirable nerds who can't do shit but be book smart and conform and go on to get along with the Caucasian system. You know what I'm saying? My thing is to that racist piece of shit and all you other Caucasian supremacists who feel like that, why don't y'all take your ass back to Europe and go back to the Caucasus Mountains? Because I know a lot of Caucasian people who are fed up with the fucking government and this fucking system of America, and a lot of Caucasian people secretly hate America and what it has become. What it has became, you know, what it's becoming right now. They hate America. They hate the fact that they got to pay like fucking $3 for fucking a gallon of gas. Food costs is unbelievably high. You are forced to pay for car insurance. You're forced to pay for home insurance, and then when shit and health care and medical and health insurance. But when shit happens to you, and when you need that fucking insurance, you get fucked over by the fucking insurance companies and get raped in the fucking ass without no fucking Vaseline, and they fuck you over and they leave you poor and destitute and disenfranchised. I know many Caucasian people who are fuck the system. I know there's many Caucasian people who are fed up with the fucking feminist movement. Specifically Caucasian males who are fed up with Caucasian females with their bullshit and their female privilege and white female privilege at that, crime doing all types of dirt, and they never be held accountable for losing their kids to the fucking court system. I know there are many Caucasian guys and some women who are fed up with the fucking government, but y'all don't tell Caucasian people to go back to Europe or go back to the Caucasus Mountains, go back to the fucking caves. Oh, y'all don't say that. Oh, but y'all want to say that racist statement to so-called black people, but not all black people came from Africa. When we talk about reparations, we deserve and we are entitled to reparations. I guess to all Caucasian folks who who are living to paycheck, I guess we should not, y'all should never be paid for your hard work, for working these long 60 to 70 and 80 hour week. I'll say that again. I mean, you Caucasian folks, you're working long hours and getting underpaid for it. You're working to 50 to 60 to 70, even 80 and 90 hours a week, and your paycheck is so goddamn small, and you can't even afford to pay your fucking bills. But they will never tell you you're irresponsible. You don't know how to manage your money right. You'll be offended if someone said that shit to you. Well, you don't deserve a handout because even though you worked and earned that money. My ancestors built this land from the ground up, built this country from the ground up. Okay? Built this shit from the ground fucking up. Free labor. No breaks, no nothing. From sun up to sundown, being whooped, being beaten, being tortured, children being molested, children being raped, women being raped, men being raped and on display, being lied on, being lied to, being deceived, being fucked over, being terrorized and tortured inhumanely, being brutalized and attacked and maimed, raped, and being victims of pillage, having their intellectual property stolen, having their resources and land stolen from them in this country, in North America, in Africa, colonialized. We're being subjugated. We're being lynched. We are being victims of genocide. We are being tested as guinea pigs. Diseases are coming into our these diseases that Caucasian people make up they're trying to kill us, but it keeps killing them. But we're the root cause of being nasty and being unclean. But these pale-skinned monkey devils always creating these diseases, and they have poor hygiene habits to begin with, and they're fucking nasty. And if it wasn't for so-called black people pulling them out the fucking caves, we should have left them in their caves and telling them about hygiene, how to eat right, how to clean, how to survive, and all that shit. But they throw it in our fucking faces and throw us underneath the fucking bus. Okay? I mean, I'm just so... I hope this might have, how come Tim Sutton and Paul Kangami, I'll say, how come you don't have these bigoted Caucasian supremacist males like Paul Kangami and, I don't know how to say his last name, but I'm just pronouncing it the way I see it. And then Tim Sutton saying that racist ass bullshit, but when you got a sister, a Missouri senator, I forgot her name, but you know who she is. That Missouri state senator that spoke her fucking mind and expressed how she felt. Oh, she's asked to resign and they want to fire her, but they don't want to fire these fucking crackers. These fucking pale-skinned monkey devil, Caucasian supremacist, bitch-made, faggot-ass males talking a bunch of shit because he wouldn't say that to a so-called black person's face, in their face. He's talking all this type of shit because he got security around him. All these Caucasian supremacists are fucking bitches. Oh, because they got these Klan members and these skinheads and these neo-Nazi motherfuckers and these other white nationalists who are waiting to kill us for reacting to what they're saying. So these Caucasian bitch-made males are talking a bunch of shit, and some of these Caucasian females are starting a bunch of shit. But when you react and defend yourself, you're wrong as a person of color. Oh, it's just words, get over it. Well, if he said that to a Jewish person, you don't deserve reparations, and made Holocaust jokes and make disparaging remarks about Jewish people and made anti-Semitic statements about Jews, he would have lost his fucking job, his fucking position of his fucking whatever position he's running for in politics. If he would have said something about women, there would have been consequences. Gays, Caucasian gays and Caucasian females, consequences. And even to a degree, if he said something derogatory towards brown people, other ethnic groups of color like Asians, Indians, Arabs, and Mexicans, and other forms of Latinos, we will do something. But it's okay to disrespect so-called black people all fucking day, and I'm fucking tired of it. But we as black people forgive, and we go and pray to this fucking Jesus that has done nothing for us. But y'all Negroes want to be fucking asleep and be in denial and believe in this fucking Christian ass bullshit. You got Joel Osteen, who did not want to, when you had the flood of Hurricane Harvey fuck up Houston, Texas, and a lot of people were, had their homes destroyed. A lot of people dying, going out with food, no water, no electricity, and no medicine, no medical care, and no shelter. Here's this fucking racist piece of shit, Joe Osteen, don't want to open their doors because he don't want to have poor people in his fucking church looking for shelter, safety, and refuge. I mean, that's why I said all Caucasian people are on. I'm just saying all y'all motherfucking Caucasian people are fucking parasites, pieces of shit. Y'all toxic to the fucking planet, and I'm hope y'all die the fuck off. Now, if you're a Caucasian person and don't go like that, you better separate yourselves and join my fucking team, and you better fight and end this racism and destroy Caucasian supremacy. And I better see y'all doing it through action, not words. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but like I said, to these racist pieces of shit motherfuckers, like Tim Sutton and Paul Kangami, or whatever the fuck you call his last name, to say some dumb shit, but they're not forced to resign. They're not forced to step down. They don't lose their position. They can stay and still get paid by the fucking system, by the fucking government. And they still get a fucking check for spewing out fucking hate. But you got this sister, you know, that Missouri senator, that chocolate sister, you know, that Missouri senator that says something about she hopes Trump's be assassinated. Oh, they want to fire her ass. They want to take her job away and want her to fucking resign. But my thing is, where the fucking feminists at? She's a woman. She's being harassed. She's being getting all types of deference and shit. Where the fucking feminists at? She's a woman. She's being terrorized. And a lot of these deference are coming from Caucasian males who talking shit, but they won't do shit. But they'll get her when she's by herself. Because that's how bitch men you Caucasian males are. Y'all ain't men, you're fucking bitches. Okay? Where are the gay community at? Where are these other brown people who say that their struggle's just like the so-called black struggle? This sister's being terrorized. This sister's being harassed and shit. But she don't got no aid and no support. And then what's frustrating about that sister, that Missouri state senator, is that she prays to God and Jesus. That same, y'all want to call the Caucasian man the devil. And I say the Caucasian female is the super devil at that. But y'all still go to that fucking church. You still practice their religion. Still practice their dietary. How the fuck you call it? You still practice their lifestyle, their way of living, and they eat the same type of foods they eat. And you wonder why we getting high blood pressure and have all these type of health problems and shit and suffering. We still try to be their friend and still want to fucking date them and fuck them and marry them, you know. But they still see us as fucking niggers, and they don't see black lives as fucking mattering. They don't see black lives matter. They don't see that our black lives matter too. This is just a typical bullshit double standard, because my thing is, you got so many Caucasian people who are fed up with America, hate America, and hate what has America become a big fucking joke. It's all about, everything is about ethnicity. Everything is about ethnicity. Everything is about skin color. Everything is about money. Nobody's about character. Nobody's about humanity. Nobody cares about nobody. Or there's no love out here. There's nothing but hate out here, and evil and wickedness and perversion and demonic, sick ass, toxic, satanic behavior. But nobody tells Caucasian people to go back to Europe, go back to the Caucasus Mountains, and they're not really from the Caucasus Mountains. They're not really Caucasian. They're just pale skin monkey devils, if you ask me. But they just came from some part of some cave and migrated to Europe from North Africa. I mean, it is what it is. My thing is, if you're going to make this woman, if you're going to fire this Missouri Senator Chappelle-Nadal, or whatever her name is, you're going to fire this sister, then you need to fire them two racist, bigoted Caucasian male politicians, and those who work in government, those who are CEOs, those who work in schools and shit, those who they got businesses and got business loans from these fucking crooked ass banks. You know what I'm saying? And they're reaping the benefits of white privilege from the pain and suffering of black people, off the backs of blood, sweat, and tears, pain and suffering, and degradation of black people. That's what I wanted to cover. Did you see the double standards? That's what I'm talking about. And you wonder why a lot of black people, black men and women and children are angry and hate white people, hate Caucasian people? That's fucking why. The proof is in the pudding. Think about what I'm telling you. I'm out. Peace.
I have to add this. My thing is that Senator Maria Chappelle-Nadal, why are you apologizing and answering to the public about what you said? You said what you said, you felt the way you felt, and you should stand by what you said. Why are you apologizing when you actually know what's going on with the corruption that's going on within government and these crooked politicians? And then you want to talk about all this religious stuff. And the thing is that people have the audacity to demand, and people within her colleagues and with these other with the politicians that she deals with in the state of Missouri and nationwide want her to be removed from office, but you have politicians and people within government, Caucasian people, and crooked cops and people in the court system and part of law enforcement and these organizations that have said the most racist, hateful stuff about people of color. And I'm speaking specifically about black people. But they never, nobody protests that they be removed from office and they lose their job and that they step down and resign. But people still keep supporting people like Paul Kung Gimme and Tim Sutton. You know, people support Donald Trump, and he says the most racist, sexist, homophobic stuff, and classist, bigoted stuff that he says, and everybody's okay with that. This goes to show you the hypocrisy and how everything is about ethnicity and skin color, but mainly about your ethnicity, basically race, so-called race, and status and money. And the fact that the matter is we got this selective outrage is fucking ridiculous, and they want to, and the powers that be want to show this and promote this narrative. There's only one group of people who are upset and fed up with the government and fed up with the system. When you have all people, or all ethnicities, and you have Caucasian people included, who are fed up with fucking America and its hypocrisy and the government corruption and these crooked politicians and these crooked banks and these crooked corporations and crooked law enforcement. It's just mind-boggling that y'all want to go after this woman, you see right here, but you won't go after these racist motherfuckers that are in office, and they want the system to be like Jim Crow, and they want people of color to be slaves. They want when they say "Make America Great," they were just really saying is they want America to be white again, segregated, and Caucasian people to be on top and ruin the world. But we keep supporting evil and do nothing about it. And it's only a few people who are speaking out and actually trying to do something. But we got all these other cutthroat motherfuckers who are fake about themselves and don't care about nobody else. And all they care about is they got food and they got money. They don't care about the next person. All they care about is their house and all this other materialistic bullshit that you can't take with you once you pass away on this earth. When will we wake up and get it together? We better wake up now, or we'll fucking regret it. And this damage is self-inflicted. It's gonna last lifetimes and generations from here and now. I'm out. Peace.